right, welcome back, guys. This is Georgie. Tonight we're going to show you a really great look that I've been working on. For this particular season, for autumn-winter, there's a lot of dressed up hair, so I wanted to do something fun for you that's not too complicated and technical, and you can do a similar silhouette at home and have fun with the Catwalk products. So first of all, we're going to go to a video that we prepped for you to show you the preparation, because it's always about the preparation. So we'll start that now. Okay, so first of all, guys, we're using bodifying spray in Georgie's hair. You can see me always using my hands as I'm spraying it through. It's the best way to know how much product you need to work in. And making sure that we're working through the top first of all and the sides. You know, I know Georgie's hair, but it's sometimes really important to still work your hands through. Make sure that you go section by section, starting from the underneath as well, and getting that hairline nice and soaked with the product. Bodifying spray is relatively light, so you don't have to be afraid. So then we go through and start to blast dry the hair. You can see that I've blasted the hair away from the face, and then using my mason brush, just really gently brushing it away from the face and cleaning up the hairline. Because once you start to put that hair up, if the hairline's a little bit frizzy, then it's harder to go back and fix it. And again, I'm starting to create that nice flat, clean look, because that's where I'm going to be later on. So once we've completed drying the hair off, I then have a little tip for you. We're using the Work It hairspray and spraying it on the mason brush. And as I brush that through the hair, that just starts to give me control in the hair. So it's a really great tip to use at home or in the salon, because that way you don't overload the hair with product. Okay, so again, just really gently using the brush. And then we start to create our first section from the front hairline to the bottom of the nape. We split the head into two, and that will give you a really easy way to distribute the hair and work it into a horseshoe section through the top. So we're aiming to the high recession, and we're trying to create a visual balance. It doesn't have to be too perfect, as long as it looks pretty balanced through that front mirror. And then again, the way I check my line is always brushing the hair back away from the face. Same on the other side, just twisting it up out of the way. And you can see that I've used little silver clips. They don't actually have teeth on them, so they don't mark the hair. We're just going to take the hair away from the underneath, twist it up, and then neatly clip it away so we can start to work to the top. And then come back live. Here we go. And drop that top section, and we are live again, I think. Fabulous. Oh, no. All right, so we're going through and tonging the hair first of all. Again, you can see I'm just combing it to the side. The first section is the most important one, because that's what gives us that really soft, beautiful wave. Just using the Work It hairspray again, really lightly, and we're going to use the TIGI hot stick, just winding it forward towards the face, okay, and just making sure we get the ends in, and maybe not bringing the hot stick too close to the face, because they get really, really hot. So we don't want to create any root lift. You know when it's finished, when it coils up and it slides off the hot stick. Just clipping that in with a silver clip. Fabulous. And then we just continue the same section, diagonal forward sections. Again, making sure we don't have too much root lift. Wrapping it round. You can see my sections are quite big. Cool. So again, just letting that slide off the hot stick, and you can see, I just want to show you that little grid, that pattern that we've worked through the top. They're just working in parallel sections. Sections are relatively large, and I think we're going to go straight to that very last section, and then just winding that forward. So great tip here is always wind it towards the face. And now we're going to clip it, set that with the Work It hairspray. And now we're going to come back live. Fabulous. All right, so here we are. This is a bit that I really love, because we're actually doing some hair. So first of all, we just want to eliminate the clips from the top section. Now, this type of hair is a little bit organic, so depending on what mood the hair is on the day, when you're creating a wave, because it's so soft, don't expect it to be too perfect. And I think that's the beauty of this type of hair, but I think that's what scares most of us, because it's so unpredictable. Okay, so I'm just going to get my mason Georgie's so fabulous. She always knows what to pass me next. So I'm just going to brush this a little bit first of all. Okay, so not being afraid of brushing the hairspray out. I'm not actually going to pin this up yet. We're going to do the underneath first, but I just wanted to start to soften the top so it doesn't end up looking too bridesmaidy. Okay, clip that out of the way. Now Akush has the magic hands. He's going to come and pass me some grips in a second. So for me, I think depending on the type of hair that you're working on, it's really important to know the texture that you're working on, and that way that will help you use the right hairspray. So first of all, we're going to use, where are we? Workout hairspray. Okay, so for me, this is one of our favorites, and we use this backstage, we use this when we're doing salon work, we use this in our photo shoots. Okay, close your eyes, Danny. Okay, now I'm not afraid of using it too much. Just hold that, Akush, because it's a fabulous product that you can keep using and then brushing out. So I'm just going to split this in half. Okay, darling, pop your head forward. So using it quite liberally at first, because I want this side panel to look really, really slick. Okay. As I'm brushing the hair over, I'm getting a really nice tight grip on the hair, and I'm kind of lifting it up slightly at the back. Okay, so once that's in place, little spray, hold that down. Okay, and we're just going to start to clip, work our grips in. There's no, I guess, perfect way of doing this. Every hairdresser does this slightly differently. They don't have to crisscross. For me, as long as I hold the hair in, it's all gravy. Okay, fabulous. These particular grips are nice because they're a little bit more matte in their finish, so they have a bit more hold. So that's one side. Okay, guys, so you can see. Okay, so for now, we're going to just push this out of the way, and we're going to spin Georgie around and start to work on the other side. Beautiful. Okay, darling, flip over. So we're working conceptually exactly the same thing. Okay, so maybe Akush can spray a little bit of the magic gunk. Work it on the brush. I think that's a really great tip, guys, because quite often we can be heavy-handed, but when you want hair to sit a certain way, if you spray it on your brush, you get a really nice, even distribution. So I might just spray a little bit more now. I'm going to be a little bit heavier. Georgie's hair is quite soft. Okay, good stuff. Amazing. So spin her around. I'll pass you that back for a second, Mishki. Grip. This type of thing is about teamwork, guys. You always need an extra set of hands. Okay, but it's the best way to learn. I think when I started learning this type of hairdressing, it was because I was always passing up to someone. Okay, so it's working the grips parallel. I don't know if you can see that. Just pop your head up, Daddy. Okay, yeah, you can see that. Perfect. Good stuff. Okay, so in a second, we're going to bring these sections of hair, just that spray, Mishki. Okay, so we're left with these two panels of hair. I might just do that a little bit one more time, maybe one more grip. Okay. So once we are happy with these side panels, okay, we're going to add a little bit of a stronger hairspray. So just grip that in, bring it over. Okay, so you're left with this ponytail. Now what happens when you're doing hair up as well like this, guys, is quite often you might learn a hairstyle, but Everyone comes in with different lengths of hair, and it does different things when you do it. So you might have your technique down pat, but then the hair tells you something different. So the good thing is not to panic and just kind of go with it. Okay, so we've got this nice ponytail, and to hide a myriad of sins, which we always have when we're putting hair up, we're going to actually use it as a feature. So Akash is going to pass me some more grips. Pop your head down here. This is something that, I've seen in a couple of shows in the last few seasons, and sometimes I think, sometimes hairdos are a happy accident, if that makes sense. So you might be trying to do something, and what comes out is something really cool by accident because you're trying to fix it. And I think this is one of those, okay, because we're actually going to use the grips as a feature. When I started hairdressing, showing a grip was kind of taboo. We weren't supposed to do it, and it's really great that that's kind of changed. And that, straighten it up. Okay, just bring it together. Couple more here. Good stuff. So, once you've got this last one in, we can start to attack the top. Amazing. A little bit of spray. Okay, so we've got the sides up. We've got this really interesting texture, which I'm happy with. And just going to do a little bit of tweaking while we're here, because I think I mentioned earlier, the devil's in the detail. It's really important to work detail into your hair ups. Okay. Okay, excellent. All right, guys, so that's the underneath silhouette. We've done that. Okay, and we're going to spin back around and start to have a bit of a play with the top. So ideally, you really need a mirror to do this bit, because you have to kind of look at what their eyes are doing, what it looks like. And we want to create kind of like a little French Parisian hat at the front. Okay, so it might take me a second. Just Mooshki, if you can pass me the spray. Sorry. Good stuff. Okay, so what I do is just hold the ponytail up high, brush it, and then just try and push it forward and create this really soft wave in it. Okay, just head up for me, Danny. So it might take me a few goes to get it completely perfect. Okay, Danny. Good stuff. You there? One more time. A little bit more spray. So it takes a while because it's quite a soft kind of finish. It's not like cutting hair where you put a section there and you take away a section here. This, you have to let the hair kind of guide you a little bit. But patience is the key. And a little bit more forward. Amazing. Okay, so once you've got it in, pin it, because it might run away. It's one of those things. Once you get it into place, it's super important that you get it to sit how you want. Okay, so using the exact same grips, I'm not really worried about showing them or hiding them at this stage. At this stage, all I want is for this front section to sit nicely, okay? Using just the back of the can, and then I'm going to pull a little bit of this hair out, okay? Good stuff. Turn around, darling. And then now with the back section, we just want to make this all make sense. So I'm just going to tuck it in to that pony. So there's no beginning or end. One more grip. Okay. And then just going through and checking the other side. Now, it's something, depending on how forward you push the roll, how floppy you're going to make it sit. Good stuff. Okay, so we're going to spin you around. Now, kind of got it where we want it. Just a little bit more texture, because I want this kind of to have a dual texture, so I want there to be drier through the top. And now through the underneath, we're just going to work a little bit of Your Highness spray, just for a stronger finish. I mean, this is a fabulous product. First of all, it smells amazing. It's great because, you know, when we're working with the same girls all the time, they tell us, oh, this smells amazing, and that's great feedback. Okay. And then the last one, we're going to use a little bit of Camera Ready, which is really great. This autumn winter, there's a lot of high shine on the runway, and for me, this kind of wet looking hair looks really elegant. Great evening hair. And just adds a little bit more zing to what you're doing. Sorry, Danny. Just comb that in a little bit. So it's something that is quite a nice little small bottle you can put in your handbag. Just before you go out, spray it in. Okay, fabulous. So we're going to unveil our look. It's going to help Georgie with her jacket. Is it all good? On? Good stuff. Okay guys, so just fix that up. It's fabulous. So this is our first look, our catwalk look. You can see for us, as Phil said, it's about the total look, and it's about, you know, following what Jiv does with his styling, and we work on this together. But for me, this is really chic, really fun. I hope you enjoy it. So thank you, and we're going to show you another look in a second.